Are we live? Are we working properly? That's another good question. Are we working properly? Let me check YouTube real quick just to make sure the stream is not absolutely running like shit. I changed the settings around. You can now see my whole screen. It's amazing how that works. Um, Fine. Okay. We're doing it actually. So, computer does not love her though. Okay. Oh, the game is gonna run like shit. Okay. It's all right. So, I'm gonna do this a little differently than I have been. So there's a couple of important things. So if you didn't watch the last two streams, which I know nobody watched any of them, so it doesn't really matter. My epiphany that you needed to measure from the player was not wrong. I've thought about that. You do need to measure from the player because, angularly speaking, the angle from the enemy could be completely different, and the angle from the reticle probably will be completely different. So you don't want to measure from either of those places. You want to measure from the player, which means that you pretty much have to do what we had before. We described it as P to R minus P to E, right? And those are both angles. So those are both angles. And that's less than or equal to, and again, our threshold, that was fine. That wasn't the problem. The problem is if we come down here on MS Paint and we draw a unit circle and we carve it up into its four quadrants. It's pretty easy to see what the problem is. So I was saying last time that the only way that it doesn't work is if the angle straddles this line here. And this is the 0 degree line and the 360 degree line. That is true. However, I also said that the only check for that was that both angles were with either, the lower angle was less than 90 and that the greater angle was more than 270. That was wrong because you can have an angle like this and like that. And basically, what that is, well, that is closer this way than it is this way. And that's what you want to be tracking. So the actual threshold is if one angle is less than 90 and the other angle is more than 180 plus the smaller angle. That's what it is. I'm pretty sure. That's the check for when you have to flip the number around and subtract 180 from it, right? Or not flip the number. Don't listen to that. Just subtract 180 from the number, right? Or subtract the number. No, subtract 180 from the number, right? So let's pop open the calculator. Let's just try this. We'll say this angle is, 255 is here, so this is 260. 260 minus 45. 45 is fine. 260 minus 45 is 215. 215 is this angle. So we want the inverse of that. Subtract 180. 35. See, that's not right either. So that was also wrong. The methodology for getting the inverse angle was incorrect. What we needed was 360 minus the new angle. So we have 260 minus 45 is 215. Subtract that from 360, 145. So there's your angle. Okay? So the check is, and it only matters if it's in this quadrant because it'll never happen any other way. Because we can figure out which one is larger and which one is bigger, if the angle was, say, here, where it's still definitely obtuse, well, this one, they're both, that's still the fastest way. So the only way that we have a problem is if the angle, could be interpreted as being, is the angle, oh my gosh, if the smaller angle and the larger angle are closer to each other than you would be led to believe because the closest arc between them crosses the 0 degree threshold at all. And the way you check for that is, oh my goodness, if P to R, or actually here, if min of A1, and we'll just call them A1, A2, A2 is less than 90, right? I guess I'll do this Python style. If less than 90, right? And we have to add a, I guess, yeah, we'll just add an and. And max A1, A2 is greater or equal to 180 plus min A1, A2. Then, um, I don't know, do you guys hear my dog barking? I swear to God. Um, sorry. What was I going to say? Oh, um, shit. What was I talking about? Oh, if this is true, right, what this describes is if the lower angle's in here and the higher angle is more than 180 plus this angle. In fact, I actually wonder, does it even matter where it is? Yes, it does. It does matter. Because if this one. Yeah, you know what? No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because you could have. Here, let's. You could have uh, this angle and this angle. Or no, sorry. Schnikes. What am I trying to do? If the lower of the two, that's the lower. Or sorry, if the greater of the two. Yeah, there you go. There you go. That's it. This one's lower. This one's higher. However, this one is not less than 90, but you still have to go this way. So, but this is also more than 180 more than the other one. That's what it is. I actually figured it out in real time on stream. Thank God, because last night, the two streams last night were rough, man. They were rough. Okay, so that means that then we come down here and we'll say uh, angst equals. No, that's regular. Yeah, one equals. I don't remember. Why am I doing this in Python? I don't know. Angdist equals what we had. 360 minus what we had. Okay, there we go. And then I guess we could do an elif. Elif. Not that. We could just. It wouldn't be a very hard statement to invert either, but equals just this. And then the other check can be if, just this is not a thing in Python, but whatever. Always, if, I guess these would all be always, ignore this. If, if that is greater than, or sorry, less than or equal to 30 or 40 minus 5 times d or whatever we said, right? Um, set frozen to true, or in Python, that's a Boolean, so yeah. And then else, um, set frozen to false. This is why I wish I used an engine with real programming, but fuck my life. I used ClickTeam Fusion 2.5 for babies because I never took the time to learn how to do it properly. Um, yeah. So that answers my question, basically. I'm gonna leave the notepad thing open just in case I need like a reference for doing this. Get out of here, get out of here, get out of here. Okay? Here's how this works. compare two general values. If min of the angle of a vector, or no, wait, hold on. If the max, of the angle of a vector from the player to the reticle and then the other one is the player to the enemy, x coordinate, y coordinate. Okay. Hold on, what? Oh, wait. That should be there. Oh, that's right. Okay. If the maximum minus 180 is greater or equal to the minimum. Okay. It's all coming together. It's greater or equal to the minimum. That's one conditional, dude. Oh my god. Okay. To the minimum. Set. And then we'll just copy this and invert it in a second. Alterable values. Set. See, this is what another thing that's annoying is just like reticle a dist. Set this to absolute value of angle of vector to the reticle. I gotta add my minus 360. Hold on, or 360 minus. Minus angle of a vector to the enemy. Oh my god. If this works. Oh, shut up, dog. My dog is downstairs making noise. Okay. Please, for the love of God, please work. Oh. Yes! 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 Finally! Oh my god. You do not understand. Oh, the dopamine. It works perfectly. And I walk around and it adjusts. There was not even trig involved. It was just algebra. And I sucked so bad. I was trying to use modular arithmetic. Alright, this is the greatest moment in my developer career that I figured this out. Now it's time to add the actual conditions. So, if, and this is easy, reticle a dist is lower or equal to 40 minus 5 times difficulty, set frozen on. Set on frozen. And then if it's not, negate, set frozen off. Simple. Okay. This is the greatest feeling. I'm going to come up here. I'm going to turn difficulty on, and then I have to lock in. Okay. Oh! It works. It works. It works. It works. No way it actually works. Let's go. I spent so long on that. It's like embarrassing how long I spent on that last night. Okay. That actually was pretty digestible. This is about as nice as you can do this in this engine, so I think anyway. Um, so what else do we have to do? Dist. Don't even know what that one is for. We can get rid of that. Okay. Oh my god. I did it. It works. It's a miracle. Truthfully, I kind of want to. I might want to change this. Like, might make it like 25 minus 2 tenths. And we'll see how that is. Because what does that bring you down to? Okay, I don't need this anymore. That brings you down to 25 minus 10 is a 15. I couldn't do that math in my head, guys. 15. 15 degrees is pretty tight, but that doesn't seem unreasonable. I think that's actually the same amount, isn't it? 30 minus 25. Yeah, that's 15. Right? I don't want to be wrong. I did so much wrong math yesterday. Yeah. Okay, so it's actually the same on the hardest, which I think that was pretty good. In fact, tell you what, come down 10 degrees. You got to be locked in on that boy. Oh, don't even do that. Don't even do that. So on what was I gonna say? Difficulty 1, right? This guy's easy. Gonna look that far away. In here. I'm also gonna change his movement because that's too forgiving. Like, I get that this is supposed to be the easiest difficulty, but that's laughable. So, oh, I'm so happy that this works. I'm so happy that this works. Um, so here, where's his movement? 1,000 minus 180. Yeah, see, that's not what we're gonna do. We're gonna do every 300 minus 30, right? 30 times 5 is 150, so it's 150. So what does that look like on the hardest? Because that'll be. That's not even. Yeah, that's not even any worse. That's like perfect. In fact, it could be actually a little more aggressive. And here, we'll just say this 50 plus 2 times. Plus 2 times. I guess slightly faster there. Let's see. That's good. I want these guys to hightail it over to you. They get close, it's really hard to get them away. Yeah. Oh, you know. Yeah. All right, I think that's good. So, here. Frozen no kill. So these guys don't need no kill, although having no kill baked into people is not a bad thing, so I'm going to leave it. No kill just means that if you kill them, it doesn't count towards your score, and those are only supposed to be the ones that other enemies spawn. So, like, if you have enemies that spawn other enemies, you don't want it to contribute to the score, obviously. The next test is, does it work with 2 of them? And I know that it's definitely possible that 2 of them will be nearly impossible to deal with, but um, that's okay. It's more about, and you know what? Here, let me go in and make sure that I remove whatever was saying to put it in the debugger. Um, Not you, enemy. They had a debugger. Where does they add the debugger? Um, is it in here? I really doubt it because I don't think I've even scrolled over where those guys are. Single event in here. Is it like a property? Create a start? No. I didn't even know there was a debugger property. I don't think there is. Yeah. Okay, I don't know why it's adding to the debugger. I guess that doesn't really matter. It definitely is, though. Move. Alright, well. Didn't break anything. It shouldn't break anything. Oh, one of them without the other. Done these. Restart. Yes, you can! Okay. That is huge. I don't even know if anyone's watching. I'm so proud of this stream. This is my best stream ever. This is so huge. Okay. Phantom. Time for some other behaviors. So, movement, that's good. Attacking. Um. We want frozen. Let's do this simple attack first. So, frozen is on, and alert is on. Just add alert onto all of those, and yeah, you're gonna want that. You don't want to be wasting processing power on that when they're off screen. So add alert is onto everything. Frozen is on. A timer every random, I don't know. I got time. Okay. We'll say every. Shouldn't be random actually. We'll just do 1,000 every 2,000 minus 50. Yeah, 2,000 minus 50 times difficulty. Okay, and then what we'll do, and maybe we can tweak this. It doesn't have to be. We'll do it like a 50% chance. Okay, so it's not always consistent. 50% chance to create tracker projectiles while they're frozen. I just want to double check here. How do these guys do it? Yeah, okay. So create a tracker projectile. However, only when difficulty is greater or equal to 3. So on the lower difficulties, they won't do that. Actually, we'll make that brutal and up. Yeah, so brutal and up, they do that. But they don't do it at all. Next is overlapping another object. This one, and alterable values, attack, timer, which we can rename as 0. Let's go ahead and rename that. Attack timer, you are now cooldown. 0. Then, and we don't want this to be anything at the start. Um, Attack cooldown. In fact, this can be right back where it was. I don't know why any of these need to be. And then the attack cooldown is 0. Then, well, the first thing we got to do is set that attack cooldown to something that is not 0. 10, 10 is fine. Actually, we'll do 5 because I'm evil. And then we'll do create. What is the procedure for getting hit? Overlapping. Oh, it's already up here. Okay, here, let's. So this alterable value, yeah, here. Um, let's copy all this down and we'll just mess with it. So overlapping, we're not going to say this functions the same way this does, but we do need this in here. We want to create one of these. We want to do this, but I'm going to adjust that number. Okay, come on. And then we can delete this. So, um, and okay, hurt. What we do want to do, this should be high. This should be like, these guys should hurt. That's going to really hurt. What is that? 22 damage? Okay, hold on. Yeah, you know what? That might have been plenty high. These are definitely gonna hurt you more than once. Ultra Ball E, we don't care. Attack cooldown of 0. Cloak is on. Turn the cloak off. Give me style if you hit me when I'm dashing. Attack cooldown is 0. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And that really might be it for these guys. So, quick fun fact for those who don't know, all of the damage taking is baked into this, which is in every enemy, and this is the same for every enemy. The game knows how to copy those, or the engine knows how to copy those, but just change the target for everything, and that's how I've been able to duplicate these guys so easily and then just change their programming. So these guys are pretty good. I think they're probably good to go. Make their codex entries and stuff. Have I done that? Oh, I shouldn't because the game. I got to put a patch out. Okay. So, here, let's just give him a test. No, that's not what I want. Also, I'm gonna remove one of them because fighting 2 of these at once might be bad. Okay. Go on the highest difficulty. Give myself, I guess, just the pistol is probably enough. Just because they don't move if you look at them. The idea is that they're going to be in a group of people. So um, go. Hit me. Oh, yeah. 18. Oh. Oh, come on. They definitely don't do the tracker thing that... Okay, maybe they do. Maybe the tracker thing needs to be turned down. Okay, so this is why we test them. And I definitely will test them more. This is more about making them work because I'm just trying to add as many features to these chapter 2 levels before I get into them. Because adding features in the middle of making levels is less fun. And it allows me to do things like if I have a really good cast of enemies, I can just make like a horde mode or something. You know what I mean? I don't really need to worry about some of the stuff like that. So, uh, overall, very happy with this stream. If anybody that is watching somehow has any suggestions for features to add to Chapter Two, I'm definitely open to hearing things about like power ups, some new collectibles, collectibles as in pickups, these things, um, new power ups and stuff. Totally open to that conversation, and I will actually be pushing a patch out very soon because there was a bug. Oh, the codex has been updated. You can't get them though. Yeah. So I could make the codex entry. Yeah, I think I will. Um, yeah, the codex will be updated. But oh yeah, there was a bug with the cutscene replay menu where very simply just these things were supposed to be invisible at the start and they're not, and so when you come in, the triggers like enabling them work, but they're not disabled by default. So that was the issue, and I do need to patch that. But otherwise, I think I am done streaming. This was a short stream to the point, and I took care of what I wanted to take care of. I fixed my sanity, and I am so happy that this problem is resolved. So I will see y'all.